We're learning the Musar for Parashat Tetzaveh for Monday. Sha'al Rabbi Akiva li Rabbi Nechunya Gadol, Bama irachta yamim. So Rabbi Akiva asked Rabbi Nechunya the Great, how did you merit to live such a long life? Because apparently he was a very old, Rabbi Nechunya Gadol was very old and longevity, and Rabbi Akiva asked him, what merit did you have to merit such a long life? Amarlo, he told him, Miyamai lo kibalti matanot. Told him, I never accepted gifts. Shlomo HaMelech says, Soneh matanot yichyeh. Person who hates gifts, who doesn't want to accept gifts, yichyeh will live a long life. So he told him, I never accepted gifts. Velo amaditi al midotai. I was never particular about insults or about offenses or anyone that did anything that wronged me in any way. I was not so strict and particular with them. I was forgiving to them. Ve'amru rabotenu zichronam livracha. Our sages said, Rav Huna bar Yoshua Chalash brings a story from Masechet Rosh Hashanah. Rav Huna bar Yoshua was ill, he was very sick, and after he recovered from his illness, Amru lo mai chazita. They asked him, what did you see? Amar leu achi amar kutsha berichu. Told him this is what Hashem said. In other words, he was gone. He was so sick that he was already gone like in the other world. So when he came back, sort of thing, they asked him, what did you see there? He told them, Achi amar kutsha berichu. This is what Hashem said. Ho'il velo moki b'milta la takimu b'hadeh. Hashem said, since he was not exacting and particular and strict with people, don't be particular and strict with him. In other words, send him back, he should live longer. Shene'emar, just like the Pasuk says, Noseh avon ve'over al pesha, that Hashem bears sin and forgives for those who forgive others. Ve'amru rabotenu zichronam livracha, Rav Nachman chafartel echad. Our sages, may their memory be blessed, said, Rav Nachman, once he dug in a place where there was a mound, and he found Vayar Rav Acha bar Yoshia Kavur Sham. It actually turned out to be a grave of Rav Acha bar Yoshia, who was buried there. Vera'au kayam be'atzmotav. And he saw that his body was still complete, was whole. Amar le mayhai. So he asked him, how can this be that after so many years that a person was buried, that he was not decomposed? Amar le told him, Miyamai lo amaditi al midotai. I never was exacting and particular with people, whether it was an offense or an insult or anyone that wronged him in any ways. He was not so strict with them, he was forgiving. Velo tafasti belibi kinat chaverai. And I never had jealousy towards other people. Shene'emar, like the Pasuk says, Urkav atzamot kin'ah. The Pasuk in Mishlei says that envy, the jealousy, causes the bones to rot. And since this person was not jealous throughout his lifetime, was never jealous of others, after he passed away, his body stayed whole, he did not decompose. ואמרו רבותינו זיכרונם לברכה, מעשה ברבי אליעזר שירד לפני התיבה ולא נהנה. Once Rabbi Eliezer went before the Holy Ark to pray, to lead the prayers, and he was not answered. He needed certain things that he was praying on behalf of the community, and he was not answered. Rabbi Akiva v'ne'ena. Rabbi Akiva, when he went to pray on behalf of the community, he was for rain, and he was answered. Ve'atzad bat kol, there was a heavenly voice that came from heaven and said, Ve'amra, and said, Mipnei shezeh ma'avir al midotav. Why was Rabbi Akiva answered? Because he was a person that was forgiving to people for anything that they would do, like insults or offenses, that anybody would wrong him in any way, He forgave him, and that's why Rabbi Akiva was answered when he prayed on behalf of the community. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.